There will never be enough I can say about the resilience and drive of these Domino Masters teams and all the emotion that went into this episode, but here I am having a go at one final analysis video. I was hired as a producer and consultant for Domino Masters Season 1, working behind the scenes to do things like select and organize the shot materials, create the builds for the hero shots, set the pre-built dominoes in the final arches, make sure the challenge criteria was realistic for contestants, and answer any questions the other producers might have had about domino and machine art. I saw the whole season through, from the beginning to the final episode, and I know there are some things you might want to hear a producer's take on, so yeah, I guess we have a lot to get into.
There it goes, and oh look, there's the treasure. Wow, that's just incredible. That's just incredible. Slay.
In this quick shot here, you can see a crew member helping the Mechanical Mavericks stop their accidental topple by holding down their wall. That crew member is me. It really was a now or never stop the wall or face the consequences moment with no one else in the right place at the right time, and that is why I'm up there. And I know I'm gonna echo everyone's sentiment here, but it needs to be said, the Mechanical Mavericks are an amazing team, deserving of a finale spot, and what you saw here is an anomaly. It's something I had never seen in my nearly 11 years of building, so out there that it's not even worth it to pin the blame on any individual or setting or action. It is the worst case scenario for any build. And though most builds will never come close to seeing that worst case scenario, that's just the nature of building. So let's not think too critically about this kind of situation, because you know something that's worth saying again? Accidents are not mistakes. It was just a terribly unlucky scenario that nobody deserves. And it honestly shouldn't be this team's legacy. Stopping a domino wall is something I've seen done only a couple of times before, but the action of doing so is manageable. The key here is just knowing that it can in fact be done. I've seen footage of teams do it during world record attempts, Judge Steve has taught other people how to do it, so it's not like I ran up there hoping to pull off a miracle. I wouldn't have gone up there at all if I didn't know what I was doing. But I guess it's my duty to demonstrate it again. All you gotta do is put your hand on the wall and apply a little pressure. And once I did have my hand on the wall, it was just a matter of putting weights on the wall so I could take my hand off. But let's look at all the amazing things we saw from teams this week, like we always do. Mechanical Mavericks recreated previous projects in bigger and better ways, which is how you get the mileage to get better over time. Brains and Brawn combined dominoes and multi-platform woodwork so seamlessly that I'm sure it will leave a mark on future builds. And Dominerds had that giant collapsing platform, still one of the most amazing concepts to ever come out of kinetic art. I'm also really happy with everything I got a chance to contribute to the show. I'm glad it was recognized that a show like this needs build experts on the production side of things too. I wanted to portray domino and machine art in a good way and help communication between the contestants and the crew run smoother. When I'm in a producer position, it's important that the art form I've worked on for decades, with the names of the community members behind it, all gets the best representation that it possibly can. It's amazing to see one team finally win it all, but as I've said before, Domino Masters means so much more than that. To me, it's a chance to bring an art form forward that's never gotten much attention. When I first saw dominoes and machines, I was just blown away with all the things you could do with dominoes that weren't just lines, and the ways you could take machine objects and use them multiple times in the same machine. And on top of that, there's one of the most amazing communities of builders behind it that brought so much more friendliness and camaraderie to the build process than you usually see for a competition show. I feel so rewarded as a producer to know that there are so many fulfilling things to come out of building that, you know what, you can live through a worst case scenario and it still wouldn't take away from the experience. This is the side of building that I really want people to see. It's crazy that the one niche activity I've dedicated myself to for over 10 years was discovered by a major TV network and then turned into a primetime show, and that they hired me to help? I never thought I'd be here or that I'd take my building career this far, and I sure hope this show brings a lot more people in. It was so amazing to meet the teams, talk with the judges, get to know this crew, and just be a part of the biggest domino and machine competition show ever made. It was the coolest thing I've ever done, and I would do it all again. Thank you for watching my Domino Masters analysis series, and with that, I will see you with whatever comes next.